Now, listen, you guys, it seems like, well, there's an expose that is basically happening on Twitter right now with a lot of fake Barbz coming out in the open without even realizing it. And this came after Nicki Minaj was out there outing Instagram and station head. And we're also going to be talking about Cuban Doll dropping a freestyle. Ari Fletcher is out there talking about becoming a rapper. Thee Stallion is promising something to the hottest, on Monday. And Drake is out there showing us his nighttime routine. Now, these are the things that we're going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the Tea Plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing amazing, and I trust your weekend is great. Now, without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, you guys, we are going to be talking about Nicki Minaj. So basically what happened is Nicki was out there talking about how Instagram has been doing her dirty, and she was basically highlighting the fact that, well, her posts do not reach a wide range of followers, or at least even a quarter of the people who actually follow her, and that led her to believe that, oh well, she might have been shadow banned, and it seems like she decided to call out Instagram for that. And listen, you guys, I do not blame her, because especially when you're creating on a channel and you are generating revenue for them as well. And I think the reason why a lot of people do not understand why creators actually do go on a rant like that is because this is a business thing. It's a business thing. You are creating on their platform, you're also generating revenue for them, and at the same time they're also giving you a platform to create on. So if you are ever to feel some type of unfairness, you are entitled to call them out, because a lot of people really look at it like, oh my goodness, this platform is doing you a favor. And I'm like, there is no favor in this entire creator business or whatever. It's not a favor. You are doing work. You are putting in the work, and they have to respect that business, relationship that you guys have. So this all started when Nicki Minaj said that, oh, well, do you follow me on Instagram? If so, are you signed up to get notifications from me? And do you get them? And she also went ahead, you guys, to basically answer a question that said they won't fix your DMs, they won't send notifications to people. When you post, IG needs to get on their Zoom for real. And Nicki said sometimes it's just time to get off the Zoom altogether. If an entire fan base asking for years why they don't get my notifications when I go live, something wrong, child. Delete Russ blog constantly for speaking on certain people, but let morphos say a million times worse about me every day. And that's what gets me also. Do you understand what I'm saying? If we're going to say that, oh well, it's an overall defect that happens to everybody, then if certain blogs are being shadow banned and certain blogs are not, then it becomes a little bit concerning, all right? And I totally do understand that, all right? And another person said it should show your notifications for everything, no matter how frequently you post. I never get any of your notifications. I always have to go to your page to see if you post anything. And then Nicki said, exactly, someone using that brain of theirs. You can't decide to discriminate against anyone on any platform. I always say 80% less than I really know. They conveniently missed what I said about Russ blog. Stay in school. And yeah, that's the thing, you guys. I mean, if it's being done to everybody, then I do understand. But if it's certain things, then I don't know how I feel about that, you guys. And honestly speaking, the most absurd argument that I see is, oh my goodness, everybody's going through the same. Just because they're doing it to everybody doesn't justify it either. Like, let me tell you this. This is one of the issues that I have with the corporate world. I remember late last year, I was having a conversation with the workmate, and I was just pointing out some, irregularities and unfairness, that was being done, in the company. And somebody said to me, oh, wow, the corporate world is always going to be like that. Sometimes you're just going to look and, unfairness is popular. And I'm like, not me. Do you understand what I'm saying? They were like, oh my goodness, it happens, everywhere you go, it's there. And I'm like, just because it's there everywhere doesn't mean that I have to accept it. I don't know if I'm making any sense. And if that's going to make me a not so corporate person, if that's going to stop me from climbing the corporate ladder, I'd rather do that and live in my truth than pander to unfairness. I would never do something like that. So I guess that's the standard that the world has gotten to accept. And need I remind you that a few years ago when Nicki Minaj was basically fighting for streams, for artists to get paid for the streams that are out there on the streaming platforms, people were calling her beta, people were calling her doing too much. And now when they are getting all their proceeds, you understand, now they're all benefiting from Nicki Minaj's quote unquote loud mouth, as they like to say. They like to say, you've got a big mouth, oh my goodness, you're always complaining. But guess who's benefiting now that she won? Everybody, every artist is now benefiting off of the same thing. And they don't understand that she's not the only one that's getting shadow banned. Several people are also getting shadow banned. And if she speaks up, then it's going to benefit everybody. Do you understand what I'm saying? And but that gave a chance for, the real to actually come in the open, because several Barbz, that fake Barbz, I want to call them fake Barbz, because they started saying, oh my goodness, we don't agree with everything that she says. And they even have a group, oh my goodness, they call it the Cupcake Barbz. And I guess Cupcake Barbz are those ones that publicly and proudly support Nicki Minaj and understand where she's coming from. So now they are separating the fan base into, multiple, groups. They're now saying Cupcake Barbz, as if like they're trying to shame people for supporting Nicki Minaj and for standing with her, which is very absurd in my own opinion. The fact that they decided to come up with the term Cupcake Barbz to offend people that truly and genuinely support Nicki Minaj, to me is very telling that all this while they have been standing as Barbz when they truly are not. Like I did read some of the comments, from some of these Barbz, and honestly speaking, I understand positive criticism, but now when you're going in, being mean and nitpicking everything that this woman is doing, it's better you just come out, especially when you're using like her name, like you're calling yourself Barb this, Barb that, and you're out here disputing every single thing that she has to say. Truly, in my own opinion, you've never been, a Barb, because there's a way of expressing yourself if you're disagreeing with someone. And the fact that you're out there trying to be condescending by calling others Cupcake Barbz, in my own opinion, I feel like it's very telling. And I'm glad this happened, you guys, because now we get to see the real. And I hope, the Barbz actually do unfollow, people who do stuff like that, because it's absolutely not fair. Somebody's trying to fight for their rights. Somebody's trying to make a whole platform understand, and you're out here trying to invalidate everything that they're saying. How are you being a fan? Do you understand what I'm saying? And that whole thing that, oh my goodness, there's no particular group. It happens even here on YouTube. Do you understand what I'm saying? There are certain blogs, especially those that speak about female rap, that I actually do follow, that I've subscribed to on this channel, that I've even turned on the post notifications. And I will tell you, there are weeks or days when I will see their notifications 12 hours later. But at the same time, some other, blogs, I see their notifications, in real time. So what that means is that at a certain point in time, a certain blog might be shadow banned and another blog that's not. And it normally happens to the blogs that report about female rap, if I'm going to be honest. Those blogs mainly, that's what happens. A particular blog. And I wish I could tell them that, you know what, sometimes I do get to see notifications 12 or 15 hours later, because it happens. But then that doesn't mean that every account that I subscribe to on this channel, I will see their notification 12 hours later. It would just happen to that group of of bloggers. But hey, do hop into the comment section, you guys, and let me know what you think about this entire Instagram versus Nicki Minaj thing. Do you think that she's not being reasonable? And I did see some people attacking the aesthetic of her Instagram layout. People were like, oh my goodness, it doesn't look nice. And I'm like, get out of here, like get away from here, okay? And the next thing that I'm gonna be talking about, you guys, I am going to be talking about Cuban Doll. So Cuban Doll was out here eating her verse, okay, on a freestyle, and I will say that I did like that verse. If I'm gonna be honest, she nailed the freestyle, right, in my own opinion, okay. And it's the From the Block performance freestyle, and I think she ate and left no crumbs. So if you haven't watched it, please do go ahead and let me know what you think. If you've already watched it, let me know what you think about Cuban Doll's freestyle, all right. And the next thing that I'm gonna be talking about, you guys, Dreezy's out there letting us in on his nighttime routine, which involves swimming, washing his face, moisturizing it, oiling it, laying his cornrows, and sleeping in bed. And need I say that this is the most Sassiest thing that I've seen on the internet today. Not that I'm criticizing it, but I'm just like, okay, this is the corny Drake that we know, in my own opinion, okay? But it's very much screaming reach, if if you ask me. But hey, do hop into the comment section, you guys. Did you see his nighttime routine, and what do you think about that? Now, the next thing that I'm gonna be talking about, you guys, Megan Thee Stallion is out there promising her followers, the hotties, that while she has been working, she decided to take to her Twitter to say, "Do not fight me, hotties. I have been working. LOL. Be ready for me Monday." And of course, people are saying, "Oh my goodness, Megan is coming with a song on Monday." And personally, I don't know whether it's a song or whether it's another workout campaign soon after going out there to get a BBL liposuction or whatever you want to call it. Of course, I'm reading about the liposuction and BBL thing, but I don't know if it's another fitness campaign or if it's a song. If it's a song, I hope it will do better than Cobra, okay? Because if she does come back twerking and, you know, having the same flow and crying and twerking at the same time, like in Cobra, I mean, if it's the same stuff like that, I don't know if it will do well. But hey, do hop into the comment section. Are you excited for Megan's comeback again? I guess reattempt at coming back, because the last time she tried it, she got, her energy got sucked by the transformer and she lost her buzz. And when she tried to follow up with Cobra, it was a done deal. And that's that about that. So let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about that. All right. And the next thing that I'm going to be talking about, you guys, I am going to be talking about Ari Fletcher. Now, somebody out there was telling Ari Fletcher to basically try, rapping. And I'm like, why do people make it seem like when all else fails, or when you've done everything else, the next thing that you're going to do if you've got a BBL is to hop on a mic and start rapping? BBL short. It's short. So I don't know. What is it that she has, Ari Fletcher? But anyway, I don't know why people got the idea that, no, what, if you've got a big behind, the next thing that you have to do is hop onto a microphone and try to rap, or at least recite. Because let's be honest, majority of these women with their big behinds cannot even write anything. So this fan said, "Ari, can you start rapping, please?" And Ari Fletcher, I have to give her this. She's even smarter than I ever imagined. Like, because in between her calling people poor all the time as a defense or as a line in an argument, to me, it has always made me feel like she is not that smart, because you can't be bringing the same thing in an argument over and over again and making it seem like somebody will literally say that your hair does not look nice, and then she will say, "Oh my goodness, you're so poor." And somebody will literally criticize, something in the world, or even question her, or even ask for an explanation, and then she says, "You're very poor." So to me, I've always looked at her like, oh, she's the not so bright transformer kind of, young Miami kind of girl, especially now that they're besties with Carisha. So I've always, imagined that her IQ level is, at Carisha's level, because they get along very well also. And surprisingly, you guys, I was actually pleasantly surprised, because she said, no, because if I flop, then everything else going downhill with that rap career. Smart response, Ari Fletcher. Smart response, honestly. Beginning to like her. Thank you for using your sense. I like smart people. Generally, I like smart people, and I like you for that, Ari Fletcher. So do hop into the comment section, you guys, and let me know what you think about Ari's response. Personally, I am very proud of her for being this reasonable. She's not just going to do anything just because somebody, suggests it to her, or, to prove people wrong. She's not doing that. But then again, thank you very much, you guys, for watching. And thank you very much for making it this far. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button, and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. I post it every single day, and I keep you updated on what is happening in the celebrity world on Instagram, on Twitter, and about all things trending. Now, until my next one, you guys, see you.